here is the cabinet for that 1591. It is in real rough shape. Wax over here from somebody doing candles and whatever on it. And the hinges for holding the machine are all loose. So we're going to start with, and these hinges are all bent out of shape. So I'm going to start by just pulling all the screws out of it and seeing what condition these holes are in. Alright, so all this hardware is just bad, in bad shape on this. So we've got, this is the special hinge that is, activates the pop-out support for the long arm of the table, and it is bent pretty badly here. It's got a big, it closes, it should be flat like these other hinges, more or less. So I'm gonna have to straighten this hinge out somehow. It shouldn't be too hard, but that's part of the issues this had. One of these hinges, this one here is stretched. It's got a big gap there. That should be closed like on these other hinges. These springs, these two springs are for the two buttons on that hinge, and they're both very, very rusty. And then there were these three replacement screws were in that spring hinge, and that's why it was bent out of shape, because they've got the proper screw that fits, and then these long round head ones that didn't go flush and didn't let it close properly. And when those got put in, they're so thick, you can see where they burst out the side of this lid. So okay, so you can see the spot where those fat screws split the lid here, and this is pretty rough, but a good smack on the ground, nice and even like, pushed that in a little bit. Alright, I will have to find some clamps. So I'm going to find a way to clamp this, to push this in with a clamp to get it back to fitting properly, because these fat screws did push this apart so badly. But otherwise, the rest of these holes, I'm just gonna reinforce them with broken toothpicks and super glue, and then they'll be ready to re-drill for the replacement screws.